Kanchan Gupta is the media advisor to the Government of India. He joins me on this broadcast. But even if we move from a passive to aggressive lion, and even if that was representative of India back in 1816, a more aggressive lion represents New India and people like it, the question the opposition asks is, why change a constitutional symbol without a wider consultation and debate? Why not involve the opposition? Why not have a discussion which then leads to change? Why suddenly inaugurate a lion that looks different from the lion of the past? Kanchan Gupta.
Let me just cut in for 1 second. The constitutional emblem has not been changed. It continues being the 3 lions. That has not been changed. The depiction of the lion might have been artistically changed a bit. And according to me, that is not disrespect to the emblem at all.
Okay. Arima Sundaram thinks it's not disrespect. Let Kanchan Gupta come in now. Kanchanda.
I don't want to wade into a debate with what Mr. Sundaram said is very substantive and really sums up the core of the issue. And as for the rest, I don't want to wade into a debate with them because they clearly are ignorant of the story behind the national emblem. The Sarnath capital, the lion capital at Sarnath, which was atop the Ashoka pillar, is still preserved, and anybody can go and see and find out what the 4 lions, what do they look like. And the picture of that can be easily accessed on the internet. What has been put atop the new parliament building is a copy of the original lion capital of Ashoka, which was on top of Ashoka pillar at Sarnath. And a comparison between what has come up and what is preserved will tell you that they are similar. Now, whether the mouth of the lion is open wider by an inch or by a couple of inches, that's a matter of perception. That doesn't take away from the fact that it is a true copy. Number 1. Number 2, when we come to the national emblem, people talk of the national emblem as the eminent lawyer on your show just now explained, that the national emblem has not been changed. The national emblem is still the lion capital. It was the lion capital. It is still the lion capital. The 4 lions are still there, and they are the way they should have been. And the third point which I would like to make and then conclude, it is that when the original copy of the Constitution was being hand-scripted for all the Constituent Assembly members to sign, the task of preparing the hand-scripted copy of the Constitution was given to Nandalal Bose, the famous artist who was a teacher at Kala Bhavan in Vishwa Bharati. He was the principal of the School of Fine Arts over there. And he distributed the work. The opening page of the Constitution was to have the national emblem, which is the lion capital. So he gave the job of reducing a 4-dimensional object into a 3-dimensional object, a 3-dimensional depiction to his student Dinanath Bhargava. And Dinanath Bhargava then adapted, it was more a line drawing than a painting. He adapted a 3-dimensional version of the 4-dimensional lion capital, and that is how it appears on the opening page of the Constitution. Now, if you look at the various forms in which the national emblem appears, they appear on pips of defense and security personnel. It appears on letterheads, it appears on cards, and no 2 depiction is the same. But the fact is, and again I go back to what Mr. Sundaram said, that there is absolutely no change in the national emblem. What we are used to is a 3-dimensional representation, and that 3-dimensional representation was an adaptation. What has gone up on top of the new parliament building is a copy of the original lion capital of Emperor Ashoka, which stood atop the Ashoka Stambh at Sarnath. And I think that about sums it up. The rest of what the criticism is total bunk. Thank you.